Let's talk taxes. A big part of President-elect Trump's economic plan is tax reform. Watch.
We're going to undertake one of the great tax reforms and simplifications in American history. This includes a massive tax cut for the middle class. We're also going to lower our business tax rate so that new companies will come to our shores and hire workers in cities like right here.
So how could tax proposals like these affect your income in 2017? Here to help us break it down is Tom Wheelwright. He is a certified public accountant and author of the great book, Tax-Free Wealth. We've read it in our family. And for my money, one of the smartest tax experts in the country. Tom, great to have you on the show.
Nice to be here, Clayton.
All right, let's dive into this. So he wants to slash the corporate tax from 35% to 15%. First of all, do you think he can do this? And what does that mean for us?
Well, I don't think there's any question we're going to get a reduction in corporate tax rates, whether it goes to 15% or whether it just goes to 20%, but something like that is going to happen.
And you think it's going to happen? Congress is on his side on this?
Absolutely. Paul Ryan understands the challenges that the high corporate tax rates create with our exports overseas, our competition, so I think for sure we're going to see that.
So in D.C., obviously you've lived in D.C., you know it well, you know the machine of the Treasury Department. What will this actually do to this country? We see what it has done to Ireland when you have companies like Apple putting their money into these tax havens and Google putting their money into Ireland. Could we become like Ireland if we flip the switch on this?
Well, I mean, if Trump actually got his 15% rate, we'd be a tax haven, which means that companies would flock to the U.S. I mean, they'd come from Europe, they'd come from Asia. We'd actually have companies moving their headquarters to the U.S. where they might be now in Ireland or some other tax haven country.
That'd be amazing. Well, let's talk about the individual income tax rates, because we talked about the corporate side of this. He wants to reduce the tax brackets. Break us down what we're looking at on our screen here. 7% to 3%, from 7 to 3. What does that mean?
Well, if you remember, Reagan did the same thing. I was in Washington when Reagan did his, and of course, first of all, it's not likely to happen this first term. I mean, tax reform for individuals is a huge, huge challenge. Probably not going to happen. Could happen easily in the next term. Okay, if he makes the next term, then that's when we'll see it. But if it does, we still have to look at, it's not just tax rates that affect our taxes. Remember, the tax law is a series of incentives, a lot for business owners and investors. So if you take a tax incentive away, you can lower the tax rate and still have an increase in taxes.
So you think we could see a boom in this country on the corporate side if Trump gets his way?
I do. I think what will happen is I think we'll see a push up in the stock market, which will, of course, increase everybody's portfolio, and their 401ks and their IRAs will see a big increase. And I do think it can have the effect of having an increase in jobs. I think it will have its intended effect.
Tom Wheelwright, great to see you. And Happy
Nice
New Year
to
to you. Thanks, Tom.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.